Hey, it's the TV Tech Guy, and today I'm going to be going over the Samsung UN55JU6700. I left a link in the description below to get a great deal on this TV, so be sure to check that out. And you can also read user reviews and see exactly what other people are experiencing with this TV. So this model has a 55-inch curved LED screen, and it's edge lit, so the LEDs are positioned around the perimeter of the screen and the light spreads behind the LCD panel. So given the fact that this is a 4K resolution TV and it has that 55-inch screen, the best viewing distance is 5.2 feet away. So there is some scientific calculations going on here, but simply put, at that distance you're going to get the most immersive viewing experience and you will see the most detail from that 4K resolution. So one of the main features for this model is that curved design. It creates a much more immersive viewing experience. It also has more benefits, like it reduces reflections from the background, and if you're viewing off to the side, it makes that a better experience as well. With flat screen TVs, viewing off to the side creates a foreshortening effect, and what this means is that images on the far side of the screen appear unnaturally small, and with a curved display you don't get that effect and everything just looks much more uniform. So the ideal distance to get the most benefit from that curved display is 13 feet or less, but keep in mind, like I said, there's a 55-inch screen, so ideally you want to sit 5.2 feet away, but that's not to say that the picture quality won't still look amazing beyond 5.2 feet. That's just the sweet spot for getting the most detail. So this model has what is called UHD dimming, and what this feature does is scan various zones throughout the TV, and it'll automatically adjust brightness and darkness levels in certain areas, so you get deeper black levels and brighter white levels. Another benefit to this feature is that it eliminates that halo effect that you see with a lot of LCD panels, and it also reduces image distortion. One of my favorite features on this TV in terms of picture quality is the auto depth enhancer, and what this feature does is it applies varying levels of contrast on certain objects, so it makes them pop out more on the screen, and it kind of creates that 3D like effect. So the biggest contributor to the picture quality is that 4K resolution. It's 4 times greater than 1080p. You get 8,294,400 pixels on the screen, so you're not going to have any issues with picture quality here. In fact, you get right up to the screen and it will still look incredibly sharp and clear, as opposed to 1080p. When you're getting in close, you see a lot more image distortion going on, and that's just not the case with a 4K TV. So other features is motion rate 120, so you get that reduced motion blur. You can enable or disable this feature. I recommend enabling it for sports, and for other content I personally like to leave it disabled, but try it out and see if you like it. If not, just disable it. So Samsung also has an ultra clear panel, so that reduces the reflections. And it also has pure color, so you get a wider color gamut and you get more natural looking colors. So there's also your selection of smart apps, and I also really like the smart remote for navigating. It has a touchpad and it also has a built-in microphone, so you can give it voice commands, and it makes navigating the web and the user interface much easier. There's also a quad-core processor, so navigating is very snappy, unlike TVs without the quad-core that tend to get sluggish when you're navigating the user interface. So the design on this model is extremely sleek looking. It has that thin bezel around the screen, so you get much more immersive experience, and you don't have that distracting border. Some TVs have a thick border, and others even have that reflective border, and that is not the case with this model. So this TV weighs 35.7 pounds without the stand and 42.1 pounds with the stand. If you're planning on mounting this TV up on the wall, it is Visa 400 by 400, so that means that the holes are 400 millimeters across and 400 millimeters down. As for the inputs, there's 4 HDMI ports, 3 USB, 1 Ethernet port, 1 component port, 1 composite, 1 RF in. There's an optical audio output as well as an audio out mini jack. So to conclude, I really like what I'm seeing with the Samsung UN55JU6700. It's a great all-around TV. It has all of the latest features for 4K resolution, smart apps, UHD dimming, auto depth enhancer, and it also has that curved design. Make sure you check out that link below in the description to get a great deal on this model, and also you can read user reviews and see what other people's experiences are with it. I hope you found this quick overview helpful.